available for such an event. I've been here all 3 days, and it's just been a fantastic experience. You know, meeting so many like-minded people who have common sense, common courtesy, the way things ought to be. And with that kind of mindset, you know, that's what we should be expecting our representatives in government to be exhibiting also. And it's quite obvious that it's not happening. I'm here today representing Seedline Productions. That's the name of my production company. You can go to seedlineproductions.com. I try to, with my production company, I try to provide everything from entertainment, bookings, promotions, videos, recordings, whatever, in trying to put out the Christian message. I'm using all of my talents that God gave me to extend to my brothers and sisters, to my community. I work for my community. I'm trying to better my community through my service to them. And you know, I know not everybody can get as involved in the community volunteer-wise, or even, you know, finding a job within your local community. But every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. What I wanted to touch on today, I really thought about writing down a little something to go by while I was up here. But, I mean, there's been so many fantastic speakers and so many great ideas being tossed around out here. And then, you know, we have our campfire powwows where, you know, we're letting everything hang out anyway. You know, we're all sharing our ideas and our understandings. So I figured I'd just kind of wing it up here. With that being said, this is Freedom Palooza. This is about standing up for what we know freedom is. But what I want to touch on here is the understanding of what freedom truly is. And I don't want everyone to think that it's simply a catchphrase. Freedom is not a catchphrase. The freedom that is being, you know, put out there by the government and major media in the form of, you know, be patriotic for your country, i.e. be patriotic for your government, which obviously that has nothing to do with patriotism. But at the same time, this freedom that we have enjoyed and that we've been talking about all weekend is based upon the Constitution. It's based upon the Declaration of Independence, which obviously is based upon common law and common sense. Essentially, when you realize who the Founding Fathers were, we all know who the Founding Fathers were. They were a common people. And they all had that common knowledge and sense of morality written in their hearts already.
We hold these truths self-evident.
Yes. Thank you. We hold these truths self-evident. And these rights that our Founding Fathers enumerated to protect. They were inalienable rights given to us, endowed upon us by our Creator. The freedom that the major media and the propagandists put out there for everyone to want to latch on to is almost a kind of anarchy if you want to get to the root of it. But essentially the freedom people are quote-unquote enjoying today is economic freedom. You have just enough money, they leave you just enough money in your pockets to go to freaking Walmart or McDonald's. Go buy Chinese junk. Or food, you know, that does nothing for you but, you know, destroy your insides, really. You know, when one day people wake up and, you know, they find that they don't have enough money to go to McDonald's and Walmart, they'll start crying. But by then it'll be too late. Now, the freedom I'm talking about, and the freedom that our founding fathers understood and framed within the Constitution and declared with the Declaration of Independence, was based upon the Bible. It was based upon scriptures. It was based upon Christian fellowship. True freedom is only freedom within Christ. If you choose to be free, which under contemporary definition is free to do whatever you want, when you realize that, okay, if that means I'm free to you know, go punch somebody in the face because that's what I feel like doing because I'm free to do it, well, you just took away their freedom. There has to be a balance. There has to be a basis upon which freedom is even exhibited. There has to be a common link. Freedom that we have been enjoying, the freedom that this country was built upon, was the freedom to agree to disagree in Christian gentleman fashion. Because honestly, that's what the Constitution is. It is an ingenious contract amongst the states saying, hey, you know what? We're not going to tell each other how to follow Christ. We're not going to judge each other. We just simply need to agree to disagree. But it can only be based upon the principles of common sense and common law. And that can only exist amongst a common people. Thank you, everybody.